I'll start going.
So we have 21 people here, I guess it says right now. Thank you guys for all the follows and donations so far. Are you guys ready to start?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right, so I guess we'll just introduce ourselves first. Thanks for the follow error code. My name is Koi. I do I edit things, I guess, like everybody else, and I'm hosting this podcast. I don't know if I'm going to be doing this consistently. I guess it just depends on the people I get and stuff. But this is called Creations Podcast. We're going to be focusing on all things creative topics. So that goes with editing, designing, artistic stuff, all of the above. Just be in that kind of area. We'll just see what kind of topics we can talk about each time. Today, we're going to be talking about content editing. We have two of my favorite content editors here, InFamous and Davis. Introduce yourselves.
InFamous, you can go first, buddy.
Okay. Thank you for that lovely introduction, Koi. What's up, guys? My name is InFamous, or Peril Infamous. I'm a content editor, currently working with SD Peach, Liquid Dominate, and Greek God X. And yeah, I'm single.
Oh shit. Okay, nice. Yo, what's up? I'm Davis. Content editor for about a year. Working with Lily Pichu, Dan TDM, and Pokemon. Yeah, that's me.
Well, that's great. So, as you can see, the little picture here is just a little image of like all the people they've worked for and stuff. It's pretty awesome. I personally have a huge crush on both of them.
Oh my God.
This is
Dude,
this is
I'm gonna
awesome for
blush,
me.
dude.
So I guess we're just gonna start out seeing if anybody has questions. Otherwise, we're just gonna get into our own topics. So just give it a second.
Yeah. Does anybody have questions for us? I'm interested.
So
Just
again,
throw anything. Don't be afraid to ask.
yeah,
Like,
this
even if
Sure.
stupid question, just ask it.
anything
Mhm.
random, we'll answer it. It's just to have a good time, help some people out. Like, do you need to guys help some getting into content editing or anything like that?
What's it like editing for Dan TDM? It's fun. He's like super super nice. My friend Gabe actually helped me work with him. Pretty good friend of mine. Yeah, it's been awesome. Like he's like the exact way I think he acts on his videos. He pretty much acts the same way, like in DMs. I guess I don't know. I don't really talk to him too much, so. But yeah, no, it's an experience for sure. I love it.
Tell Davis he left his food in our dorm's fridge.
Oh shit, that's my roommate in college. What's up, dude? Yeah, it's free food.
That's
for you.
so random, bro.
I couldn't take it, bro. I couldn't take it.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just go around the table and see how we all started editing and how's it been so far. So, Infamous, you want to go?
Yeah, sure. I started like. Do I include like game edits as well, or do like content as well? Like,
Anything, like-
I
Yeah,
guess for content first, I started. I was pretty bad at CS back in the day when I was trying to go professional. So I started like making highlights of my friends, like just like a funny moments thing or whatever. And I actually love to make people laugh and make people entertained. So I started going towards that path as a video editor and like content editor to entertain people. Actually, my first ever, if you will, client is in the chat right now. Kika.
Ooh,
I
podcast.
started editing with her first, and I kind of got the gist of it, and then I took a really big pause, of like 3 or 4 months, with like without editing, focusing on school, and I wanted to go back, so I was already in like the video game editing community, so I started editing with Enigma.
Ooh.
I started editing his videos, and I don't know if you guys know the editor parlor Discord. That
Mhm.
helped me as well to get to land a job with a Minecraft YouTuber that that lent me a job with Vodity, and that's where my career kickstarted. Because of Vodity, I'm here where I'm now, and I'm
Yeah.
forever grateful.
Let's go. Vodity's pretty dope. Vodity, in my opinion, is a really good stepping stone for editors. In my opinion.
Yeah.
The editors and the managers in there are just 5-head, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone in there is like a 5-head.
It's yeah. Vodity definitely kickstarted my career as well.
Yeah.
Same with me.
Yeah, Vodity is just yeah. I owe a ton to Vodity for sure.
I owe a ton to both of you because how I started, it was literally just a few months ago, and I knew that I just graduated high school, and I knew that I needed to make some money, and montage editing just wasn't cutting it.
True.
And I mean, these things took us like months for a quarter of what we get paid now, and so I realized. So I took an initiative, I guess you could say, to sort of professionalize my brand, made a show reel of what I had, and what you have to deal with. Like, it doesn't. This is what I have. This is all I can show you. So sometimes it might be a struggle if you don't have what you're looking for. So I get a lot of messages all the time of people saying, "Oh, can you help me find some clients?" Blah blah blah. And I'm trying to start out content editing, but one of the things is you may not have that opportunity, and you just have to work for free on your own. So
Yeah.
my first ever technical content video, I guess you could say, was like a year or two ago. I worked for this guy in the Destiny community that I was friends with named Rocky. And I only did a couple videos with him, and at the time I just stopped because I had some stuff going on, but I did a couple videos for him, and I edited the whole thing in After Effects, and that was rough.
Oh god.
But so that's all I had to show, and it was fine. But as far as starting out, I made a show reel, and I was trying to make myself look good. I was replying to like every single person. I was emailing every single person I could think of, and finally I was in InFamous's Discord, and I saw the ad for Hot Chubby, right? And Davis over here gave me a chance, and I'm forever grateful because that was like the first time I had been ever editing content for real.
Really? That was your really?
Really?
You're pretty damn good
The
at
hell? Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Holy
you were
shit.
pretty damn good at it.
Thank you. So yeah, it was like I had to seize the opportunity. I did that shit in like a couple days, and you called me, you're like, I want to see what you got, and I'm like,
Yeah. Got my dogs.
And so like I showed you, and you're like, oh wow, that's pretty good, and I was like barely even halfway done, and then you let me in, and I was like freaking out.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. You weren't even done the video, and I was like, all right, it's good enough. Come on.
Yeah, and so I was freaking out that I got in, because like that opportunity to not only edit that type of content, but for that person and have this into my portfolio, and then getting more and more people in the Vodity thing helped me get more clients outside. And actually, I guess you could say I got that job or the opportunity for Vodity because I had replied with a client. I'm still am working with well, he's former PUBG coach for the Ghost PUBG team, because they dropped their PUBG team. But I do a lot of content for him consistently, and another player named Drassel, which I also got that opportunity through my friend Vegas, who was another PUBG player, but I had known him through Destiny, and he actually lived down the street from me. So that was pretty awesome. He vouched for me. I got that job, and through the minimal content editing I had done through that, got joined Vodity, and my life has never been the same.
Let's go, dude. Vodity is just it's.
I mean,
Vodity changing lives out here,
yeah,
bro.
out here, bro. Gary out here changing lives, bro.
I mean, it's just like they have an established brand, working with some awesome creators, with some, they have a really good business platform, and and I really respect the way they run things, and all these different thumbnail designers and editors. They have a
good
standard. Yeah, everybody helps each other out. It's great.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, so I guess it's your turn, Davis.
Yeah, so I started off like a long time ago. I used to make my own videos for like years. I used to play this game called Maple Story, and out of nowhere, like I think I think my like subscribers or whatever told me that this MapleStory creator wants an editor, and at the time I was kind of like an established editor in the MapleStory community, I guess. And so I did that. Then I worked with him for about like a while, but I was pretty much just cutting. It's not really edited in my opinion, but yeah, I think I was making his videos for like 5 months or whatever, and then after that, I somehow landed a job with Fanatic. I don't know how. It was in render, so I was in render for about like a month or two. Didn't think it was for me. I left. Then I got a job with Vaudity to like manage and also edit. Did that for a little bit. What else? I'm trying to think. I worked with like Quarter Jade and some other people like that, and then somehow I landed a job with Lily. And then I don't know. It was like a big conjunction of things, really. So I guess that's pretty much it. I started about a year ago actually editing for like these creators or whatever. You know, like I started off with Fnatic, then I went to like Natsumi, working for free for like
For
2 or
free?
3 months. Yeah, for free. Yeah, because she was my first like real client, really, because she had, you know, connections with like Lily and like Destiny and all that. So I said, you know what, I'll work for free for 3 to 4 months and see where it kind of gets me. And then because of that, I got into render, and then because of that, I got into Vaudity. So like because of you know, like I took the time to email her, you know, like, hey, by chance, like, could I edit for you or whatever, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Like that was definitely like my like that's what got me going in the
Going,
I
yeah.
guess editing
Yeah,
community or whatever.
that's one of the
That's
biggest
awesome.
tips I have. I mean, like, it's not going to be the most effective, but putting yourself out there and just making opportunities for yourself is the best thing you can do. Like, you see someone, you know, have a YouTube channel or whatever, and like, just like email or in DM like as many people as you can, because you never know if they're going to respond. I did that, like, I want to say like 30 people every day for like 2 months straight.
I also did that as well. Like if you're starting out, don't even hesitate it. Just send out emails. Like even today, like I have like a certain amount of clients that I kind of work for, but I still send out emails, right? Send out emails. That is like the like one of the best ways to get a job is just send out an email and just see what happens. Even if it's this like big ass client, like I sent out an email to like Night Blue 3, and then I got turned down. 2 days later, they asked me if I wanted to work, like, you know, I guess trial for them or whatever. But still, like, even if you know, are just starting out, it doesn't hurt to ask, right? You
Yeah.
know, just
a,
asking.
a
Like for
lot of
instance,
people may not respond,
yeah,
but
yeah, exactly. Like I
like,
got responded to like barely anything, like literally
right.
barely anything, and then you get that one client, then that one client turns into more clients, and you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You just take the risk with working with, you know, like not the most, you know, prestigious clients, but still, right? It's still a portfolio, right? Like you still have videos to show other clients, right?
True.
So like doing that is like really important. So, but yeah, yeah. I guess. Fuck. Where did
What
I
is
leave off?
as important as sending out emails and DMs is how you present yourself.
Exactly. Yeah.
That is like, in my opinion, the more important thing than like just sending out an email. Of
Oh
course, you're
yeah,
gonna
of
send out
course.
an
Yeah, yeah.
email, everything, but you have to represent your way. You gotta represent yourself in a way that will get the client
Mhm.
interested about you, to get to know you. Just be friendly. Don't be like, "Hey, yo, you need an editor? I want work, man."
Yeah.
Just
No. No.
don't
No. 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 Yeah.
don't
Don't.
do that stuff, bro.
You gotta be professional, of course. Yeah. You definitely gotta present yourself in like a professional way.
One
Definitely
thing I
don't be
see
like,
on
yo,
Twitter,
bitch, I want a
one thing,
job. Yeah.
the one major thing that I see on Twitter is when people just tweet out, hey guys, I'm an editor looking for creators to work with. Creators, DM me. Don't
I know
don't
exactly who
fucking
you're
do that,
talking.
bro. Don't fucking do that, dude. That's never gonna get you. Like, you're gonna get a client like that 1 in a million, bro.
Mhm.
There's
Exactly.
no way creators gonna DM you about like working with you. You're not like this guy with like 5 million followers or something like that.
Right.
Like, even if you were, like, chances are pretty slim. Just go out your way, like David said, DM everyone, email everyone you want to
Yeah.
work with.
Bro, take
Like, you
chances,
gotta
man. You never
start.
know what's gonna happen. Like really, like people are generous. They will give you chances. Like I've
True.
gotten chances a lot, and like honestly, like just risk it. You know, like what's the worst
You're not losing
that could
anything.
happen?
You're literally not losing
You're
anything.
literally yeah, you're literally not losing anything. Just take a chance. Like the worst thing that'll happen is that you get declined, but you know that doesn't matter, right?
Right.
You're
Yeah, you
still
go
trying.
on, you move on.
At least
Yeah,
you know that you took the chance.
exactly.
Like
Yeah,
you,
true.
I guarantee you'll regret. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, some opportunities are really wonky. You know, like I get a lot of things where like I'll email somebody, and then the next day they'll tweet out looking for editor. I'm like, hello.
Oh, I hate that. I got that. Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sucks.
I
um,
feel that.
but you know, you can't let that get to you. You just got to keep on moving forward, seek every opportunity you can, and you know, again, the best thing is that you know you did it, and you can't
True.
say that you didn't.
For
Yup.
sure.
Totally.
Exactly. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Though, I guess like I started off Maple Story, then I went to Render, went to Vaudity, and then I guess like the big moment was when I landed a job with actually Lily. Well, my friend Jinx actually recommended me to Gary to Lily, so like I owe her a ton for that, like literally a ton. Because without that, I don't think I would be where I am today. So like, there's a ton of people that I owe a lot to, because you know, I don't know, they're just helping me a lot. I don't know, but I guess that's really like kind of where I started, was just Maple, Render, Vaudity, and like this Lily thing.
Five Foe asks, what does an email asking for an opportunity look like, for example?
Bruh.
I mean,
I
it's
feel like
pretty
it's
easy.
different.
I mean, at least what I did, I just kind of like was like, hey, you know, I was like, hey, told the person who I was, explain what I do, send the portfolio, and then just, you know, send whoever just have previously worked with. Or if you don't have that, just send like a VOD you edited. Like, in my opinion, it doesn't have to be like crazy long, because I think short and sweet is perfect, because that's just what I do at least. Um, but it's,
Yeah.
yeah, like I think InFamous said,
You
it's
get a lot
different
of
for everybody.
experience over time. I would say that what I usually did, I used to be like, you know, like, hey, I'm Koi, and then I'll be like, I'm a video editor. Yeah, again, yeah, you can may possibly mention who you've worked with before, or you know, possibly just be like, this is how long I've been editing. This is, and then you'll link your show reel, your portfolio, and you know, a couple other like your website if you do have one. A website is really good to have. I'd say it makes you look a lot more professional, even though it is like you may just put up
They're
your
free.
portfolio.
Free.
You could. There's a bunch of free websites out there that you can make one. There's no excuse to not have one.
Yeah,
And
I definitely recommend making a website.
No ads. No ads,
It's
by the way. No
yeah.
ads.
It is definitely yeah, it's definitely helped me out a lot. And like having that like business email or whatever, that's also very, very
yeah,
nice.
like we would talk about emails quite a bit, but I was personally surprised how many people actually did check their email. Like
Yeah.
I was just emailing people for a long time, and then I tweeted, I was like, should I start emailing people? How many of you check your email, right? And then I started doing that, and then people actually started replying, and I'm like, oh well, okay.
Yeah.
I guess their business email is posted for a reason, right?
Another good thing, just a little tip for like editors out there, the best way to get in contact with like to like edit for them, right, is talk to their managers if they have a manager. Like for instance, Pokimane has Bkoi. Hit up Bkoi. For instance, uh Dominate or whatever. You talk to, I think, Yoshi or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk to the people underneath that do that shit for them. It might be hard to find who that is, but trust me, it helps out a ton, like a
True.
ton, a ton, a ton, and that's also a
Especially if
connection you can
they
get.
especially if they see you have the skills and you understand like what's
Mhm.
going on in the video and everything. You actually know how to edit. That's a huge plus when
Yeah,
you're coming to the guy that's like working for this big creator.
exactly, exactly. But yeah, that's just a little tip. Any tips for finding a manager? Uh, well, okay. So this is just from experience. So what I
Stalk them.
kind of see, you can stalk them. That's one thing. One thing I saw though was if you check their description, sometimes it shows who produced the video. Like for instance, Vodity produced the video. You hit up Vodity, right? Um, it. I think Pokey does it as well. It has, I think, produced by Bkoi or whatever. It's just like it's not a definite like it's gonna be in the description. Like it might be a bit hard to find it, but trust me, that's
Yeah.
like the best way. But
Sometimes they don't have that in the
yeah,
description and you have to search for yourself.
if they don't also have what's it called, like a manager, that's fine. Just hit them up in their email. But another thing as well is that usually like I think a lot of creators have their like business email with like I think what was it again? I think it was like I think United Talent or whatever. I think those people think
Oh
do a
yeah,
ton
these
of
like agencies.
yeah. Hit up them, right? If they have a business email on their Twitter, on their YouTube, definitely just hit that up. Right? So, in my opinion, DMs aren't like the best way, but I mean,
You got to do a lot of research and networking.
Mhm.
I kissed a lot of
Networking.
ass. You know, like, like you don't understand. And to get the opportunities, it's kind of indirect, but like you this goes for other editors as well. Just make friends. We're all here to help each other,
Yes, yes,
and networking with people who one person knows another person knows another person knows another person, and it's an endless cycle of opportunity.
uh-huh.
And you really got to think about everything possible if you really care about making this something.
Dude, I'm gonna be real honest with you, bro. Sword Pure, I don't know, man. We've been friends for so long. All he wants is my money, dude. I swear to God. I'm not even. I swear to God, dude. Sword Pure, all he wants, my money, dude. See, he even put facts. But yeah, networking connections, that's a big fucking deal in this industry.
Don't
It can
leech
get
though.
you it can get you to fucking top. Yeah, don't leech. Don't
Don't yeah.
don't do
Don't
that. Don't
just
do
make
that, bro.
friends naturally. Don't aim to make don't aim to make connections. Aim to just make
True.
friends, and then over time, those friends will help you get.
Like people can see if you're leeching or you're
Yeah,
genuinely want to be their friend.
yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah,
like you're gonna get
I
just
literally
make friends.
message people all the time, hey, want to be friends? Like,
Yeah, that can be
that's
fake.
all it takes.
Yeah, honestly.
and,
hey man, what are you offering, bro?
Yeah, what's the catch, dude?
you don't have to
What's the
pay
catch,
me.
dude? Bro, period. No one needs to know that here, bro. Like honestly, you're just exposing us right now, and I'm uncomfortable here.
Yeah, so guys, keep asking questions. I'm gonna ask one right now. What are some, like, have you guys have any really bad experiences with clients?
Oh, bro.
Oh fuck, should I say it? I have a really messed up one.
Yeah, we have to we have to be careful now.
Mm, okay, me and her are really, really like I'm her friend. Okay, me and her are friends, right? I don't have anything wrong about it with her, right? Like I okay, how do I say this? I'm not gonna get in trouble. Okay, I know I'm not gonna get in trouble. But I worked with a client for free, right? And then over time I asked for money and it was fine, right? I got like 40 to 50 bucks per video at the time, which was at the time for me that was pretty good because I was just starting,
Yeah.
right? So I was working with her, and then out of nowhere, I got like the Vodity stuff, and I ended up working with like Destiny, and I ended up working with like Lily, and then because I got all these other clients, I decided to leave this one client, and because that one client that I worked with beforehand was friends with them, she got like jealous and was like how do I say it? It was
Wait, jealous over an editor?
yeah, it was like oh it like kind of sucks taking, like picking my friends over me. Like it just hurts. And I was like, I don't know how to say it, dude.
Bruh.
Like it was just like it was kind of just like
Really awkward.
it was really awkward. It sounded like she was kind of blaming me in a way. Like, P.S. Me and her are friends. We are chill. Don't. I'm not flaming. I'm just saying it was kind of an awkward.
You know who you are.
situation. You know who you
Yeah,
are.
we're watching, dude.
Nah, but she's super super nice. I have nothing wrong with her. It just kind of. It was really awkward. It was like, oh my god. And then I think she was just really really upset at that time. And then I over time left, and we are fine now. But it was just a really really awkward situation. I think that was my like weirdest situation.
Yeah.
I guess.
That's pretty awkward, not gonna lie.
Yeah. I know who Davis is talking about. Yeah, it was like one of my first clients. But that was that's like my weirdest for sure. What about you guys?
I don't really have a really bad experience worth a story, but I guess I can mention that this one guy that I was editing for, we talked to about agreements and what should we put in the video or whatnot, because he didn't have an intro, like an official his intro. I asked if my intro was okay to put in, and he was like, yeah, sure, go for it, whatever. I'll still credit you in desk, whatever. So I send him the video with intro and everything, and he basically out of my 11-minute video that I did for him, he cut out 2 minutes, including 2 minutes of the intro that I spent making 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. And he cut that out with my intro, re-edited, put his own footage, and didn't tell me anything about it. Didn't put me in desk, nothing.
What?
I didn't want to confront him because at that point I had enough of him.
Mm.
It was done. So I was just like, all right, bro, whatever. But I guess that's my worst experience. I don't know. It's not a worst experience. Just
Yeah.
whatever, dude.
It's just like an awkward experience in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, for me, I don't have anything wrong with this person. Probably same with InFamous. It was just kind of awkward.
Yeah, it was. I mean, if there was something that was bothering you in the video, you should have told me, hey, fix that, please. I don't like that. Remove this. I mean, if he just asked, remove your intro, please, I would remove it.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be cool. But not like this, just going behind the back, cutting down the video, re-editing yourself.
At the least, not crediting. Not crediting such a weird topic because, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, there's certain things if you're not this huge creator, I mean, you should be crediting. For instance, with Dan, we don't get credited. Both Think Me and 4 Hour don't get credited. It's because he's so big, right? But most people should be crediting. It's
such a simple thing to do.
It's so simple, and it helps the editor out in so many ways. Confirming that you did the video and all of that.
True.
It's just a nice thing to do.
It's really awkward when you represent the video and you're not credited and you said that you did it, but how is the other client?
I've had that.
How's the client gonna be sure that you edited that video? There's no credit, there's no anything, so it's gonna fuck. Don't lie.
Yeah, just if you're a content creator, please just credit your editors. It's something so simple, and it helps out so much. Don't even I'm not even just
recently I've been seeing a lot of people make their own intros. I think InFamous, you have one, and having your name displayed in the actual video is gonna become a standard if less and less people are crediting. You're gonna have to promote yourself.
Yeah,
I mean, some clients don't like it when you have your own personal intro in the video, but they don't have their own intro. So I can understand that as well, right? If the creator doesn't have intro for the channel or anything, and you ask, or if you just put your intro, like all of a sudden. It's just kind of confusing.
Hmm.
And it's not fair to the client, right? Like they don't have an intro, but you put your personal one in. It's just kind of awkward.
One really cool thing that I actually like really liked was since working for Lily, right? I think at the end of her videos, she has this like face of the editor, like edited by, and the face. I think that would be like a good way of crediting in the video as well.
Oh,
Like,
that's actually
yeah,
good.
yeah,
Like a
like
little sketch, like doodle. Or...
yeah. Like
Oh, that's so
it's
nice.
yeah, it's something like so small, but like it helps out a lot. Like
True.
definitely. Like, and if creators start to get on that, that'd be a pretty cool like just
Have
like
you
thank
seen
you.
the offline TV poster when Dunois was on it?
Yeah, dude.
That was so cool,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, dude. I'm super happy for doing well. He is doing good shit on the
He's
offline channel.
making big moves.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's a really good guy. Really good.
Eddie. I was thinking of oddity.
Editing.
How do I balance school with client work?
Oh,
That,
well, I
that's
dropped out of college, so but don't do that.
I mean, you can do it
It's
if you're confident that you're gonna 100% make it, or you're financially stable right now and you want to pursue editing as a full-time job. Then you should really again think about it, and
Yeah,
then if you want to drop out,
yeah, definitely don't leave if you're not already like certain that you're gonna be able to survive on, or
Yep.
at least just carry yourself.
That comes with the question of making sure your time is worthwhile. How, like, you know, you got to judge whether or not like a client benefits you both cost and like exposure.
Mhm.
And you know, yeah, don't drop out of school.
Oh yeah, we're not saying that.
I you know, working through high school, because a lot of people are pretty young but also older, you know, in college and stuff, like I guess it really, yeah, it depends. You gotta dedicate time, make a schedule, you know, put some hours here and there, and you know, find out what works best for you. Everybody's different.
It's possible to manage school and editing, like especially if you're not in college and you're just in high school. That's just easy.
But don't burn yourself out.
Yeah, don't burn yourself out, but it is possible to like manage your time well with school and
at least finish high school.
yeah, finish high school. That's done.
Yeah.
We're not telling you to leave
Dude,
school.
Tylenol addict. I don't know what you're saying, bro. Honestly, I did not say that. I don't know what you're talking about. You're out of context, buddy. Reese.
As a video editor, YouTube Glitch asks, whose work do you admire and why?
All
Oh
my
my god,
friends,
there's
man. All
so
my friends are
many,
so
bro.
good. I don't know. Admire? Trying to think.
Literally anybody.
I mean,
Yeah, Weatherspoon is
Yeah.
good. Anthony's really good.
there's so many like so many great editors. Like I honestly can't really choose, to be honest. Like one single person that like I admire really. Yeah, I don't really know.
I have one that always comes up in my head, like from the point where I started. I was watching his videos, and I'm still watching his videos. It's Kina. Kina is, in my opinion, one of the top editors.
Yeah,
out there.
Kina's super good.
Yeah, for sure. I think he's probably the most recognizable, I guess, respected content editors.
Yeah,
He grinds, puts out quality videos all the time.
yeah.
And he's really hard to beat that. This guy.
Hey man, Kina, if you're watching this, bro, coming for you, baby. See you Sunday, boy. Yeah, Kina is like one of the top content editors. His, like you mentioned, quality is always the same. Always just it doesn't fall. It just goes up. Like every time Pokey uploaded a video, I was there just for the content editing, just to see what he does, how he does it, the the ideas he has, what kind of situation he does what. He's just like taking notes and everything.
Some of I think like my favorite editor isn't even like a. I don't know if you guys have heard of him.
Who? Sorry,
But
you cut out.
um, he's not a content editor, but he has his own channel. He does like these like video essays. His name's you probably haven't heard of him. His name is Mr. Amazing, or whatever. And he like,
No, I don't
dude,
think of.
holy shit, his editing is like literally insane. Like it's I don't oh my god, it's insane.
Reese, can you be mature for like 1 hour, bro? Please. Can we just not?
FiveFo asks, when it comes to managing a content creator, do you charge for that, or is it included in the video editor title description by default?
Wait, what? Wait, I'm confused what the guy means. Wait.
So
So basically, do you charge extra for managing a YouTube
Yeah.
channel?
I think he's saying,
course
what's
you
the
do.
difference between a video editor and a channel manager? Because some people do that both, and some people, there's like,
Well-
do you charge for them separately?
The video editor just, edits the videos, and then the manager schedules and gets the thumbnail going, makes everything just
Happen.
happen, like if there wasn't a manager, it just kind of helps to have a manager, schedule videos, make sure they're on time, make sure thumbnails get made.
Especially if that manager was an
descriptions.
editor previously, so he has
Mhm.
the look and the standards of how a YouTube video should look like. And it's a big plus to know like all around YouTube stuff, analytics, what goes viral, what doesn't go viral,
Mhm.
what you can put in a video, what you can't, like all the do's and don'ts. So
Yep.
like Davis mentioned, manager is really handy.
How do you find managing jobs? It's kind of different. I mean, it's probably like the same kind of thing, but a good way, in my opinion, is edit for somebody first, like just you, and then over time, I think you can start uploading their videos just you. It's just a gain, kind of gaining that trust, or
Yeah.
just join Bodity.
Yeah.
That works too. No, but
Shout
definitely
out
gaining that
sponsor.
trust. Yeah, shout out Bodity, dude. That's a pretty decent way.
Yeah,
But
starting out's definitely going to be the hardest part because obviously, once you have a background, you might get more here and there all the time. But like, obviously managing a channel will be quite yeah, because the whole trust thing is like, if you're not an editor,
it's a really big thing.
well, yeah, not only do you have to trust them to, hold your channel, but you gotta you gotta trust them to do what you want them to do. And again, it comes down to the whole connections thing. You got to start small and you work your way up because like the whole, if you start at the top, that just means you got a connection at the top already, and it's going to be very difficult for you to do such thing. Don't hold yourself to such a high standard and then you start getting pissed off at yourself because you're not getting anything.
Yeah, don't aim for the highest rate when you're starting. It's good to it's good, but it's definitely start off just making your portfolio. The portfolio is like such a big factor. Just if you're starting off, just grab a VOD, edit it, and toss in your portfolio, right? Like it helps out so much. You don't understand. Like I don't know. Yeah.
I feel like when you get to the point where you want to advance in your clients, I feel like the clients that you worked with before, the names can bring out so much as well.
Exactly,
like if you say like, hey, I want to edit for you, blah blah blah, I edited for, I don't know, Pokimane, Dom, Hachabi, that big names, and when they see those big names, they'll be like, oh, so he must be good, let me see his stuff, blah blah, and they will consider it. That's just a helping factor. I'm not saying that you have to do it, obviously, but like that's a big helping factor.
One of the biggest questions I get all the time, so let's see if you guys have any input on that, is literally every day almost I get this question, is how do you price yourself?
I get that so much. I get that.
Dude, honestly, just be self-aware.
Yes, exactly what InFamous said. Be self-aware. You you can't ask someone to price your videos. That is really hard. Just know your worth. That's all I can say. Know your worth.
You,
Don't
yeah.
sell yourself short. Okay.
There's a lot of factors that come in between that topic. Again, like how does a client benefit you, and like what do they offer? And that can be things that they don't directly say, right? It can be their follower count. So are they promoting you and you're getting clients off of them? Are they just a good client to have on your portfolio and you need that? Are they, how big are they? Do they have a lot of money? Can you charge them a good amount? What kind of work are you doing? How much effort you're actually putting into the video that you provide for them? How often? There's a lot of things, you know. So you got to prove to yourself what is best for you, and
True.
what position are you in. I always tell people, don't be like one of those dudes where like, oh, I can't do this for less than this amount. And if you're doing it consistently, that's good, but more so under the statement of like, if I have no work right now and I'm struggling, like I'm gonna have to do something cheaper than normal.
Yeah.
Take anything you can get. Like, that was really weird. When you're starting out, take everything you can get. Okay. But obviously, when you kind of establish yourself more, then you can pick and choose. But when you're starting out, just even if it's something, something that you're really not interested in, I mean, it really, really does help to have that portfolio.
True.
I mean, like, yeah, just I don't know. Portfolio is like a really, really big, like super big thing for me. So, like, when people don't have things to show clients, and then it's just
It's really
telling,
hard.
not showing. Like, it's like I like, as a previous manager, I wouldn't hire someone if they don't have previous, like, just even an edited video, right? Like, if I don't see any edits, I probably won't hire you, right?
Yeah.
Because just grab a VOD and edit it. That's all you gotta do. It's super simple. What are people saying? Yes. Oh yeah.
They're trolling, dude.
Should I respond, Imperial? Should I respond to the people offering me editing jobs on Discord games like Fortnite?
Yeah, I mean, games don't really matter, do they? Like,
No.
like Davis mentioned, it's about portfolio, and it's about you learning new things and getting that skill that you need to advance. So if you're just starting out, yeah, bro, just fucking go for it.
Yeah.
YouTube Glitch asks, who would your ideal client to work for be?
Bro.
I guess it's more so like, well, ideal client in terms of how they treat you, but who's your favorite creator?
My favorite creator.
That's even the harder question.
That I work for, or
Well, that
I
you would
can't-
like
I can't
to.
pick and choose. That's probably bad.
Is there anybody you look
favorite
up
creator
to?
overall?
Just someone that you wish you would edit for one day. It's kind of like a dream.
Honestly, Donkey. I fucking love Donkey, dude. It's like such simple editing, but I don't even care. I would do that shit for free, dude. I love Donkey, man. He's so funny. Yeah, I don't know. It's a really, really hard question because
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm still thinking. I don't have like a creator that I would be like super like,
Yeah.
whoa,
Yes.
PogChamp.
For
Maybe,
me,
fuck, what's his name?
Oh, David.
I
Dobrik.
forgot his name.
David Dobrik.
David Dobrik.
But that's the thing. There's certain people that you really can't edit for because they have their own style. I don't know.
That's what
why.
I'm saying, bro.
Sure.
That's what I'm saying.
David Dobrik and Donkey, those are two people that like do their own videos that make it perfect. That's why it's funny. Like, fuck, who else?
Speaking of David Dobrik,
Michael Reeves, that too. Like, his editing is like super specific, and it's kind of hard to edit for them. But yeah,
this next part of the stream is sponsored by SeedGeek.
yeah.
Eddie says, when you grab a VOD, do you mean that I should edit some random VOD and edit it, or like find a client and edit their VOD?
Both. But I think if you're starting out, the easiest thing to do is just grab any VOD you want. Upload it unlisted. Don't try to make money off it. That's not good. But make it unlisted. Just edit a random VOD. If you don't have any clients, that's it.
Just
pick a
just
random
find your
VOD.
favorite creator and just edit his
Yeah,
VOD.
this is what I was saying earlier. Like, if you are not getting clients, you need to make a portfolio to get them. And you're going to have to, yeah, it literally doesn't matter. You just someone you find entertaining so you actually enjoy doing it. Just pull a random one, use your Twitch leecher when it works. And
It works now perfectly.
and then yeah, just do your thing and put that in your portfolio. You don't have to say that you edited for that person. You just got to show them this is what you can do with this footage.
Yeah.
And then that's how you get started. It's gonna be free work, but if that's how you gotta start.
It's gonna help you at the end. It's not gonna help that creator, of course.
Mhm.
Like you're doing this to help yourself, so it's
Exactly.
benefiting yourself, basically.
5FO, what do you look for in a portfolio when you're looking to hire someone from a manager's POV?
There's certain things that I love. One of them being is smooth. I love smooth, like pan crops, smooth, just everything. If it looks, it's just like of quality. If it's of quality, I'll probably hire you. If you're creative, if you do something different, right?
There's a
Those are
certain
things that I go-
standard that people meet. It's really confusing sometimes, and like when I see some people like they do something really small, and I'm like, oh hey, that was cool, and then they do another thing, and it ruined the whole video.
True.
Yeah,
True.
there's some things that like really, if you use it, I will. Yeah, it's a no. I don't know why. There's like certain things that I really don't like, but like there's also certain things that just like are like, what the fuck, that shit's insane. Like I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, it's just
One more thing to consider when you're trying to get like editor is do the style that they do fit the channel that they're applying,
Mm-hmm.
and if they can adapt to it, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Quality's obviously on top of everything. Creativity as well. And
Community timing and stuff.
yeah, that shit as well.
How many edited vids are like? How many what are like recommended to start looking for a client?
Wait, what?
How many vids should you have before you start looking for a client?
I just one. I mean, if you have like at least one or two, I mean that's fine. Like, yeah, just one or two videos. That's all you really need. Just make sure to like show what you can do. Definitely when you're starting, try to make it your best. Right? Don't just quickly make it, send it out, because that's definitely gonna affect it for sure. Yeah.
Ignored your question. Oh, there's a lot of people typing. Hold on. Let me
I'm not
scroll
even
up.
sure this
Mal is trolling, dude.
Why does no one ever want to hire me? I'm the perfect editor. Probably because you're unprofessional.
Yeah. It sounds pretty cocky. I don't know.
He's trolling, 100%.
He's definitely trolling, but if that were a genuine question, if you feel like you got it all and
I've seen
you're
people
not
like
making
that.
it, because yeah, there's tons of people like that. There's you just gotta play your cards differently. If what's working is not working, then you gotta change it up.
There's I've seen that a lot, being like, I don't know why I'm not getting, but like I'm so good. I'm like, okay. First of all, you're very cocky. I don't know. I've gotten a lot of people like that before.
Imperio asks, do you plan to be content creators? I do.
No.
I want to do film, so soon I plan to start making my own content. I don't know what that'll be yet, but it's a lot. It's fun when you have your own experiences working with other people and you get to apply that knowledge to your own.
For
And I think that's definitely one topic I want to have on this podcast one day. People like ZD and 50, they were editors before and now they're killing the game.
Yeah,
True.
for sure. I mean, if I had the opportunity, I think I would try, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know.
Is there a Discord I can join to ask editors questions? My suggestion would be to just join InFamous's Discord. That's the
Yeah, I
best
think
place for, he does a good job. Same with a couple other people in there posting jobs and just helping each other out. It's really great. So
It's
if you
all
want to
about
post that
helping
in
the
the link,
community,
you
man.
can, InFamous.
yeah, Infamous is
Oh yeah,
probably
let me.
better, honestly, for sure. I don't really. Okay, I'm not trying to flame. Okay, but I'm not a fan of the editor parlor. Really, I don't know. It's just a lot of, and everyone's kind of just mean there. I don't know.
You get bullied, Davis? Are you okay?
Bro, I remember when I first started, dude. I was like posting. I got flamed, bro. So I don't know. I'm not
No
a fan
way.
of that. I think Infamous's Discord is perfect. If you're starting it, for sure, and just to chill and meet friends and stuff. Editor Pro is not terrible. It's just my perspective on it.
I feel like it's kind of dead.
Yeah,
There's a lot of big people in there, but it's dead.
Mm-hmm. But it is a really good place to. Definitely.
Yeah.
Just
That being said, I got
the
my
link.
first serious job on
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
but you
yeah,
know.
yeah. Editor Parlor is good. Yes, it is. 100%. It's just sometimes the main chat is kind of weird. I don't know.
It's also hard to get into. Not anyone can invite someone.
Oh yeah, true.
You have to get like a, I don't know,
Person
some
invited.
guy to send you a link or anything.
For sure. But yeah, definitely Infamous is this. I like Infamous is this.
We're going to be wrapping up here in a sec. I just want to do one quick ad
Already? Bro.
for
That was fast. What the heck?
for the WWF Australia. If y'all haven't noticed, we are doing a charity stream this time. So far, we've raised $61.50. Thank you guys very much. That's more than we could ever ask for. Every dollar helps. We're going to be saving the animals. So if y'all feel our feel
WWE, true.
if y'all did I say that WWF?
I don't know if you said that.
If y'all are feeling generous, please donate. The link should be !donate. Let me see if that works.
Hey, we're about
Yeah,
to
there you go.
suplex the koalas, bro. I'm kidding.
Bro,
I'm kidding.
don't clip that, bro.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
So I'd really appreciate it if you guys would donate.
Yeah,
I
this is
will.
fun, though.
This campaign of mine, this Tiltify thing, is going to be lasting for a week, so this might be going on until then. If I have another episode next week as well, and yeah, we'll just keep this going, and we'll see how much we can help out. So any last questions?
Yeah, this is your final time. Won't be able to ask any more questions.
Yeah, bro, we don't answer DMs. Don't even
Yeah.
try DMing us, dude.
Yeah.
We don't do that, bro.
Why are you ending? Well, if there's not enough questions, it's been about an hour already, almost.
Who's
And
better?
I'm trying to keep this about an hour.
Pure, I can send you my OnlyFans later, bro.
You have an OnlyFans?
Whoa, bro. Hey, that
What
shit
does
was
Marlon
private,
say?
dude.
Mama,
That was private, bro.
Can I be loved? Yes. Yeah, me. Yeah. Any questions, Marcus?
I'll just wait one more minute. I think we covered a lot of stuff.
I have a question.
What's
okay.
up?
Why did you guys start editing? Was there any reason?
Why?
Yeah, just. Why did you?
I want to get rich, bro.
Yeah,
I need
like-
the money, dude.
I don't know. Why did you stick with it? Like, like.
Why did we stick with? That's a very good question. People quit.
Yeah, dude.
It's been a while. I don't know how long you guys been doing this. I've been doing this 4 years of June.
Oh shit, Marcus. Let's go.
It's
dude.
about
4 years?
3.5 so far.
My man's
Calm.
grinding, dude. Let's go.
I feel I feel like I've improved a lot slower than some people, however, because I started in the Destiny community editing 30 FPS footage, and that was rough.
I bet, yeah.
I didn't, obviously I didn't notice it at first because like that's all I knew, because the whole community just used Twixter.
Mhm.
But getting into this whole COD community and stuff, there's a lot more you can do. But yeah, so I started editing in June of 2016, and I I was with my friend. So me and my friend, we like my IRL friend, we took the same class in middle school actually, and we did a little. So we had the same knowledge. We took like a digital media class in like Premiere.
Yeah.
And so we had minimal knowledge both of us at the same time. And one day we decided to take our Xbox game clips and just like do a little HC, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of fun. But after that, like I had never done anything like that before. And that was literally just like our thing. Like I didn't know anything about, all this whole community. I guess we watched like FaZe and stuff before, but that was it. And so I just enjoyed that afterwards. And then I found out like a little bit later that most people edit with After Effects and stuff, and I got it, wink wink, and
You bought it, of course.
and I just kept with it. I had some knowledge in Photoshop from the same class as well, and I just kept on going and going, and then I got involved in the community. One day I was playing Destiny, and there was a guy in a clan called Editor Clan, and then I joined it, and they started a Discord, and we all started talking to each other, and the community kept me here, I guess you could say. And it was a lot of fun editing with each other and seeing how we all improved and getting our recognition on our videos, and realizing that I could make money off of this was like unbelievable. It was just a hobby before.
Yeah.
And yes, I guess it's just like a very friendly, most of the time, I hope, community, and that's why I think I kept going with it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just start off as a hobby, then it's just insane when you're like, oh shit, I can actually make money off this. This is pretty cool.
True. Yeah. That's how I started. I mean, I started October 2018 with like video game edits and stuff. And like I mentioned before, I like to entertain people and like to make them laugh. But I never wanted to be a content creator. Let's get that straight. I fucking hate that. I can't do that. So I started making funny videos of my friends. And when I got my first serious offer to edit for a local YouTuber, she said she would pay me. That's where I realized, oh fuck, I can make money off of it. And I stuck with it, and here we are now.
Yeah, actually, I was a content creator when I was like 13. I had my laptop and I made Minecraft videos, and that's what I did for a while. And I started playing, like Call of Duty. I used to make these videos actually got like thousands of views. I was so surprised, but I got a lot of hate because I was a squeaker.
Bro.
But I used to make like elite weapon reviews on Advanced Warfare, and that's how I have like half of the subs I do on my YouTube channel, and I enlisted them all obviously, but so I used to make content, and that's how I learned a lot of basic editing. But as far as like getting into this whole like montage community, I guess you could say, and now content creators for other people, being able to do this from your home, like just learning on your own. Nobody taught us, right? We just watched YouTube at the least, and this is
true, Ray. True.
It's insane though, like actually.
Koi was a squeaker. Yeah, you would be surprised. I sounded like a girl when I was in middle school. It was pretty bad.
Well, how about workflow? When are we gonna talk about workflow?
Workflow, yeah, I did mention that earlier. Someone asked me yesterday. I don't know if he's here. Probably not. But someone wanted to know what our tips on workflow is, and I didn't really know how to respond to that because I feel like it's different for everybody. Just kind of experiences.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
One of my tips, I feel like I'm the only one that does this because, it's something I figured out on my own. So I use Premiere to edit. I don't know what you guys use. I think the same thing. And there's the Z and the X button. I don't know what they did before, but I changed my Z to ripple delete and my X to delete. So I never have to move my hand.
Yeah.
And
I bind those on my mouse.
It made it so much faster to edit because I don't have to move my hand across my whole keyboard.
True.
And I could just chill.
Having
And
shortcuts is super super good.
yeah, and it just made editing so much faster.
Yeah, same
I mean, the
same.
ripple delete thing in the first place was a genius
Oh my
idea.
god, Ripple Delete's so OP, dude. Literally so OP. I couldn't
Didn't
imagine
Vegas have that first?
Vegas. I don't remember. I think
Yeah.
it did, but I don't remember. I haven't used Vegas in so long.
I used Vegas before, and then I switched to Premiere. It's
Yeah,
honestly the best switch of my fucking life, bro.
same.
Vegas
I,
is so messy for content.
yeah, I think my biggest switch was After Effects. Ever since I like learned After Effects, I went from like kind of shit to like kind of okay. Like it's I don't know.
What
It's just
does
I learned
ripple
a
delete
lot.
do? So like when you delete, it like takes away the empty space and it pushes the clip to the next part of the next clip in front of it. So you don't have to like click the space and hit delete and then drag it over. Like it just goes.
It's OP.
Then you accidentally drag over another clip, and then you have to Control Z, and then do it again.
Yeah, I hate that.
You're Filipino. I'm Hawaiian, Chinese, Korean, Filipino, Irish, and Norwegian.
I'm white. I don't know. I'm so basic.
Bro.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much I am of each of them. I know for a fact I'm a quarter Chinese, so like each of those is just like what my parents are, and I put them together. So I'm pretty sure it's what you're supposed to do, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Megalo.
iMovie's best editor. Yeah, so like Mac, I know a lot of people on Mac use Final Cut,
Yeah.
and I use it for a little bit. I can't remember exactly how good it was, but like I would think that there's a lot of editing programs for different things, you know. After Effects is for a lot of like intensive stuff to like masking and colors and stuff. Premiere is just good for cutting together. Vegas, same thing. I know there's like DaVinci
Wait, have you worked on
Resolve.
Final Cut before?
Me?
Yeah.
Just a little bit, not like when I had a Mac for like a year or so. But I mean, yeah, it did pretty much the same thing, right? So
Bro, you guys don't understand the struggle of working in Camtasia Studio. I remember I used to use
I
it.
I got
that
the
was my
free
first editing
trial.
software.
Yeah.
I got the free trial for that, and
Bro, I got the
You can record with it too.
yeah, it was
free
pretty
trial.
OP.
It was-
And that was right after I was using Movie Maker. So like I did Movie Maker for my Minecraft videos and stuff. So I learned quite a bit with that. But that kind of like improvement, I guess, in a software was like, what?
Yeah, dude, it's insane.
What are some trends you guys noticed that people adopted in late 2019 in terms of content editing? Everybody has the same SFX pack.
True.
There's like the whole trend of S-shake editors where like when they zoom in and they just shake it a little
They
bit.
zoom in the shake, yeah.
What else? A lot of people do the same thing, and a lot of people want the same thing because like it's pretty standard. Like why wouldn't you? But there's always it's gonna be difficult, but there's always gonna be the case of trying to be original, which makes you stand out as a creator. Editing is half the battle, I always say in content editing, because good videos. That's what makes the whole. Imagine a video without editing at all. Imagine how boring that would be. Literally, just music makes it better. It's hard to be original though.
God,
Yeah, for
dude.
sure.
Music and sound effects literally changed the video like so much. Like I remember I was editing a video and I was like, oh, I hate this video. This video is trash. I put sound effects and music. I'm like, wow, this is like so much better. What the hell?
Right.
Dude, literally.
It just
so
changes
much.
the mood. And yeah, so again, people tossing around the same SFX pack, like all the videos are the same. Especially, well, there's a lot of like the creators that what do you call do like streamers, I guess. A lot of streamers, like I'm talking like not people who make videos only. Um, but then it comes like all the Fortnite people are the same, and then titles. When I get me started on titles.
Yeah,
He did what?
Gone wrong. Gone
I got
wrong.
13 kills with what gun in Fortnite?
This
Question
isn't
mark?
Fortnite. So that's pretty rough. So many ideas are used already. For sure, it's a very that's kind of a weird topic because a lot of ideas are used for sure. This whole thing's been the whole like gaming community, I guess, has existed for a little over 10 years now. And so, you know, I always say like it's not fair to say that someone it's you can be original, things haven't been done yet, but to say that just because you haven't seen it done yet is a little it's kind of weird. Like you have to wait for the person to discover something new in order to say that it is a new thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so after things have been going on for a while now, it's kind of hard to do new things, especially when I try to give people the benefit of doubt and say, you've seen so many videos done a certain way and it's not your fault. Your brain just automatically goes to that now when you are doing a video like that.
How do you deal with copyright music edit? Just cut it out. I mean, like, it sounds weird, but like, if you cut every now and then, like, it won't really pick up. Like, I've put like copyrighted stuff in some videos and it hasn't been picked up because I just cut it up a bunch. I think if you don't cut like 20 seconds, then it gets picked up. I think. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's how it works.
Yeah, it's around that 15 to 20 seconds. I feel like
Yeah.
where it gets.
Change the pitch to 5x. Yeah, that works too, I guess. Shout out
Just
to
buy the
Jen.
song, Forehead.
I didn't think she had a sound effects pack. Cool.
All right, well, thank you guys for coming out. It's been a little over an hour now. We had a lot of follows. We had a few donations. Really appreciate everything. If you guys want to promote yourselves, go ahead.
Davis, go on.
You follow me on Twitter. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Yeah. Peace.
First of all, shout out to my boys, the lads. You know who you are. Gom, Pure, Mal. Shout out to you. You can follow me on InFamous MP4 on Twitter, and yeah, that's about it. Had a great time here on the podcast. Thank you, Koi, for inviting us.
Wait,
It was
did
a
that work?
pleasure.
Yeah, it was
You
awesome.
know.
I had a ton of fun. This
Hold
is my
on.
first time ever doing something like this.